All right, check this one. This one's a goodie. Cop fatally shoots man after failing to announce himself in the victim's home. Man fatally shot by cop who failed to announce himself. Check it out.
A cop walks into an apartment and just decides to shoot. Here it is. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Bring your hands over here. Show me your hands. Show me your... Shots fired. Hey, shotgun, one down. Shots fired. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Who are you? Who are you? Visitor. Get up. Come over here. Come show your hands. In the apartment. Roll them. Roll them. Get on the ground. Do you live here? Do you live here?
No.
Why are you in here?
It's my cousin's house.
Who is he?
That's my brother.
I need to render aid, but I can't clear the apartment. Stop me, son. Why are you in here, man?
I'm staying with my cousin till I move into my own place.
How did y'all get in here?
Huh?
How did y'all get in here?
I'm jumping.
Clear. Let me get up. Clear. I'm going clear. Let me check in. Who are you? What you going there and get, man? Give me light. Where you hit, man?
Hey, where's your trunk today?
In the car. Somebody to bring it in. Put up the picture, the scene of when the cop comes around the corner. He doesn't identify himself. He does not wait. He simply shoots. Look at this scene now. He's wearing the camera, so you clearly see what we see. He sees what we're seeing. Where's the threat?
Where's the threat? The guy's unarmed. He wasn't even holding a weapon or nothing.
You shot to kill, officer. Where is the imminent threat as required by law? State investigation is now ongoing.
And what the heck is up in this day and age? What is up with police officers shooting people over property dispute, stolen property, or property damage? Like somebody who steals like maybe like 20 bucks for stuff, or maybe a stolen car, or a property dispute. I mean, you got cops out there who want to shoot people over that. People's lives are worth a lot more than a car, a CD, a cheeseburger, or someone's house like that. It's just absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy.
By the Maryland Attorney General's office after a Prince George County police officer burst through the door of 31-year-old Melvin Jay's apartment with his gun drawn. According to body cam footage released, Jay was standing in the middle of his family room, facing away from the front door as the uniformed officer, who did not identify himself as police, yelled repeatedly for Jay to show his hands. Jay walked around the corner into his kitchen when the officer fired a single shot, hitting Jay in the face. It is Jay's place of residence. He's just at home. Per the Washington Post, the encounter between the two men from the moment Officer Braxton Shelton entered Jay's apartment to the moment he fired his gun, it only lasts 7 seconds. 7 seconds. That's it. In the month, since the incident, the shooting at the Wyndham Creek Apartments on Suitland Road, law enforcement officials have released little information about what may have prompted Shelton to fire. The state's Independent Investigations Division, an arm of the Maryland Attorney General's office that investigates police shootings, had initially said the officer was responding to a 911 call of a break and entering in progress at a unit in the apartment complex. But on Monday, the Attorney General's office and the Prince George's County Police Department publicly released body camera video footage and audio from the 911 call, providing more details of the deadly encounter that experts say will force investigators to untangle a web of miscommunications and possible police policy violations to determine if the shooting was justified or a crime. Quote, the primary issue in regards to whether this shooting was justified is whether or not the officer reasonably perceived an immediate threat to his safety. Okay. A national expert on police shootings said, quote, just because you can't see someone's hand doesn't mean that an individual constituted an immediate threat. Beyond that, Obayashi said other details related to the 911 call further complicate the investigation. When the caller, who was not at home when he placed the call, reported the alleged burglary at his apartment, he said it was his neighbor that informed him a stranger was there taking his belongings. The officer did not wait for backup, which, by the way, is policy. He did not wait for backup and did not announce he was there. Once again, violation of policy. These policies are here to save and protect lives. Or with the police department, before he pushed open the door, gun drawn into the apartment, according to the video. Those two choices, he said, deviate from the standard protocols of most U.S. police departments. When asked whether the officer followed the department policies by entering the apartment on his own and not identifying himself as police, the department directed the question to the Attorney General's office. A simple ass question. Yep. Put him up, full mass.
Check it
you
out.
You can't answer simple questions, Chief. You have a policy or protocol. They have to sign it. It's part of the onboarding process to be an officer. Prince George's police chief, his name is Malik Aziz, also said Monday, a family member of the caller told him earlier that day he would be coming over to retrieve property. Quote, this fact was not shared on the 911 call for help, Aziz said. The chief added the caller did not tell the dispatcher 2 other people were also inside the apartment at the time of the report. Keep the chief up, Chief. You see, it's very sad what you're doing in this moment. While you're trying to blame the individuals who called dispatch, understand these 2 facts will remain. Your officer violated protocol that led to the shooting, fatal shooting of another human being. Your officer violated standard operational.
And your officer fatally shot and killed an unarmed man who had no weapon, wasn't an immediate threat at all. Just point blank shot him right there, execution style.
Protocol. It is the SOP that was violated. In a video on Monday, the chief said, Aziz said that police later found another gun in the apartment kitchen near where Jay was shot. Obayashi said the discovery of guns in a home is not reason enough for the officer to have fired his weapon. We found a gun that he has a constitutional right to have. Yeah, it was
Second Amendment right.
It's insane. We had Jay been retrieving a gun or even shot at the officer, he said that the man may have been acting in justifiable self-defense since the officer, did not identify himself. That's according to the expert. The expert said even if the man reached for the gun, he would have been justified because the cop never told anyone who he was when he broke and entered into the property. There's more.
And I remember a couple weeks ago, it was Brian, okay, here's the deal, covered a case where a guy shot and killed a cop and got off, he got off, was proven innocent. And I believe why, because it was instant like this, the officer did not announce that police, or, or like when you get a cop like that, like around, like if you go in, like see the Seattle area, so the cop shows up, they're supposed to, Seattle PD, or anybody run there, put your hands up, get on the ground. They're supposed to announce yourself. They're supposed to announce themselves as a police officer.
Jay's family were able to view the body camera footage before it was made public. The family has retained Baltimore-based civil rights attorney Murphy Falcon and Murphy to represent the team. The firm has litigated many cases involving allegations of excessive force by police. Quote, our team has begun the initial phase of the case investigation and will refrain from providing further comments at this time. Ronald Richardson, the lead attorney representing Jay's family, said in a statement, very smart to do so. Do not give them any insight into the scope of the investigation now. Sharon, you see clearly what is happening. We all saw the video. Now we see the spin. Now we see the, but there was a gun somewhere in the apartment. It's insane.
Yeah, they're going to twist it. They're going to twist it and say, there's a gun nearby, so it might be justified.
The dead guy. Okay, the victim is the only one that's supposed to be perfect in a scenario like this, an untrained victim instead of the officers. So what the hell do you go to the academy for if you can't get this basic stuff right? You put yourself in potential harm's.
And here's the problem as well, too. I mean, it takes a lawyer 8 years to know about the law, to study, get their degree. Then they have to take a bar exam. How the hell in this day and age you expect a police officer to know the law and uphold the Constitution in 6 months? It doesn't work like that. There are other countries where a police officer learns and studies and knows the law. It takes them 2 years. Then they go on the field to be trainees, like a rookie, where they just simply are backup. I mean, how are you going to go, an officer says, oh, here's your gun, here's your badge, here's your uniform, in 6 months.
Way, and then you shoot people dead to calm your nerves? Okay.
Yeah. So we will bring updates, obviously. Sharon, I got to say that it seemed as if when this cop walked in, he had his mindset. He was shooting.
Yeah.
He came around the corner and just started shooting. Basically,
this officer was going to play judge, jury, execution, one fell swoop. Well, he did that with one bullet. All right, I'm out of here. Much up. Peace out.